Hi guys, it's yours truly, Musicalus here. You probably noticed that I am doing the setup a little bit different than usual. Usually I have someone in Discord or Skype and we talk over the mic about stuff for Gamers Den. But this time, unfortunately, our special guest does not have a mic, so I had to do a Discord text chat instead. But without further ado, I want to introduce you to our special guest. Yes? So, I'll have him introduce himself. This is XBuster, guys. Guys, I got a person who is currently working on several fan projects. Shantae and the Australia, The Last Phantasma, Sonic Generations, The Last Zones, and Monster World Legends. Okay, that's a good palette. Oh, really? Hey, Final Fantasy 7, a fan favorite here on the channel. Definitely. The Super Mario Galaxy 2 is obviously a fan favorite. Speaking of Final Fantasy 7 remake, you should. It's a shameless plug, but be sure to check out our play with that on the channel at one point. Chrono Trigger is no stranger to me. I've heard that name thousands of times, so I'm not shocked. Sonic Generations is obviously one I've heard as a Sonic fan. Duh. And considering there's a huge mind behind it, that's obviously no shocker. And The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh, now we're going to be speaking about something related to Sonic Generations later that he's made. But, for the time being, let's continue on, and I'll type in my next question here on my iPad. That's why you're not seeing me type in my keyboard. I have a key that's actually set to record on this keyboard, so I can't really, type on it. Okay. So now we're gonna start talking about the first of his three games. He has a couple more in development, but for the sake of the interview, we're only gonna be talking about the three he's actually been able to put out there. The first one being Shantae and Asha. Which, as you can probably tell, is a crossover between Monster World, Shantae from Wayforward. Duh. After that, we're going to be diving a little bit deeper into Sonic Generations, The Lost Zones, just because I'm pretty sure a lot of you who have seen Sonic Generations, The Lost Zones before saved previously, even are probably curious about the progress of this game. Alright. So basically the Shantae and Asha story was inspired by The Wizard of Oz. several different characters will show up. So it's not just a crossover with Shantae, but it's a massive crossover between other games too. But the basic premise is in case you were wondering in terms of story or your lore, this was made way before for I want to say Half Hero or Pirate's Curse. This can't be Christian. But I'm gonna be safe and say Pirate's Curse. The Pirate's Curse, but before Half Genie Hero and Seven Side Beings. As for Monster World, it's simple. This takes place after Monster World 4. I guess why XBuster is typing, I can explain a little bit more in depth to the story. So basically, Shantae is called from Squadland and via a portal into the world of Monster World. Well, it's up to her, Australia, and several other people to help the friends get back home. And in the meantime, make as many friends as they can along the way. As he said, and I will put up some gameplay from my end since I played this game a little bit. This is a game with RPG. It's an action platformer with RPG elements. So it basically has the usual, your conversations, your inventory, you get the picture. So yeah, that's basically the synopsis in terms of the game. I should probably move my mouse cursor out of the way. Sorry, guys. Didn't know that until now. Okay, so basically he got inspiration from The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask, which is a fan favorite in the Zelda series. And the Persona games, as particularly Persona 3, which is ironically also a fan favorite in the Persona series, so that's not 100% surprising. Good, that's great. That's a good one. He decided to see a game where the characters was about to create will increase your array of abilities you play with. As long as they're in your heart, you can borrow their power for your usage. I like that. I like that concept. I didn't say anything, Alexa. Gonna be asking them one or two more questions on this, and then we're gonna move forward talking about Sonic Generations to the last zone. Pretty sure anybody as a Sonic fan is probably curious to know what the future plan is for Sonic Generations to the last zone. Especially since I have seen it be an overall a pretty big game in the community. Well, okay, maybe not big, but it was impressive to say the least. And it's kind of cool because the 8-bit games, you never get any love from Sega anymore. Like the last one I can never get any type of notice from Sega was when they did a remix of Underground Zone from the 8-bit version of Sonic 2, which was done by both Jones Mia and Telos. You probably also noticed that I said was instead of is. That's because he's finished making this fan game. Yes, you heard me. He's actually finished making this crossover fan game. I'm not going to say too much because this is technically a game's RPG. So, yeah, full stuff. Bye. Spoilers. But I will say this. You're in for a pretty fun ride. Alright. Oh, and YouTubers, please do yourself a favor and cover this wonderful fan game from this wonderful guy. But I should warn you, it ends on a cliffhanger. For what I've seen. Yeah, just a warning. Sorry about that, folks. Okay, anyways, so back in 2017, that was actually around the time Sack Mania came out, the game started on DeviantArt. And he met his co-developer, Redblade, who at the time was very shy. He asked if he could assist in making the game in some way, and I accepted instantly. Since then, it's been a chain of individuals who have helped me along the way with various tasks. To simply put, if it wasn't for anybody who helped them along the way with their kindness, participation, and inspiring words. Okay, so we owe a lot of people. So, I wanted to give a hard-held shout-out from everybody here at the Go Gamers to the developers, Shantae and Asha. Please go check out this wonderful fan game. In fact, I'll leave links to all of these wonderful fan games in the description below, so you all can check them out and play them. It'd be a good time, too, with Sage coming up to play some previous games. I'm going to ask him one more question, and that's about the future of this game. Yes, there is a large update in the works that will release sometime this year. The idea is to implement content that was scrapped from the base game and putting that back in. Since it's very likely these characters will never meet again, we will going all out as well as adding additionally as much content as we possibly can. The reputation of this project has been both myself and those around me very happy, so give a massive thank you. More of that is coming very soon. This includes stages, bosses, and even a second story arc. We hope you are looking forward to continuing the journey. So it looks like this game's gonna get pretty much a complete overhaul from what it looks like, and add some more content for you guys. So I am looking forward to seeing this update. Now, I would please advise, as a leader of the Go Gamers, to not push XBuster on when's it coming out. Please, I beg. The guy's very busy and is working every single day as hard as he can to get this game out as much as he aims update out ASAP. So please be a little patient. I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart. And I'm pretty sure XBuster and the developers of Shantae and Asha would really appreciate it. So why XBuster is replying to this question is I'll explain Sonic Generations for those who have not played this game, at fan favorite game. So basically, back on Sonic's 20th anniversary, Sega released two versions of Generations, one for the 3DS and one for the Nintendo, one for consoles and PC. Back then it included one level each, or in this case 2 levels each, from Sonic's history as a as well game. It's up to the and Sonic. Okay, continuing on. Sorry for that distraction. Basically from Sonic Sonic 1 all the way to Sonic Colors. Now it's kind of blatantly obvious, but of course both versions included Green Hill, and so does the Lost Zones. So it's to make things pretty clear. But all the other zones after that are completely different in terms of what zones they represent. And there are some games missing that the 3DS version has that the console version doesn't. Probably either due to storage limitations or console limitations. Either way, Sonic Generations, the Lost Zones, is a well, I'll let XBuster explain it, but regular Sonic Generations is basically a celebration of all things up to Sonic's point. If we get a Generations 2, it will include hopefully all the previous stuff, including Sonic Mania. Yeah, but that's a pretty big if we get it. But either way, XBuster seems to be almost done typing and stuff, so all I can explain what makes the Lost Zones different from Sonic Generations is console and 3DS version. So yeah, the Lost Zone is basically kind of like the remix we've been seeing lately for some of the classic Sonic games, such as Sonic 2D into 3D, which makes 2D Sonic 3D Blast into a 2D Sonic game. Or Sonic Chaos. That's by the wonderful team led by Aiden Stark, who, if you don't know, is who's behind the popular glitch series, Son of a Glitch. And no, I did not swear. Where that is literally the name of the series. You can look it up. Look, I did not say swear. I promise you. So, like you said, this is to pay tribute to the 8-bit era of Sonic. He did issue an update and later added a couple more zones into the game, but outside of that, I haven't seen too much. So I'm curious to see to get a little bit more info on to why it is for all of you guys who are wondering the premise of this game in particular. where he's going. Okay, so basically, for those who don't know, Classic Tales also is in the White World with Sonic. This takes place after Sonic Generations. So basically, you're saying this takes place after Sonic Generations. Something didn't happen on Classic Sonic and Tails way back, and they end up back in the White World. Only this time it's different. Like, Green Hill is still there. It seems to be that 8-bit, that levels from Sonic's 8-bit history, the somewhat neglected history of Sonic, made its way into the White World as well. Well, just in a separate area, separate from the console areas of the White World. Okay, so it looks like this guy, in addition to probably second paying attention more to the console history of Sonic, he plans to get this thing again done, hopefully in time for 2021, which is, by the way, this is kind of ironic, but after 60th Sonic Sega's 60th anniversary this year, we move on to Sonic's 30th anniversary. Yeah, you heard me. He's turning 30. You wonder why he hasn't gone down yet, despite the trips and dumbbells? Gotta tell you, that's one stubborn hedgehog. I really love him. That's what makes him Sonic. Okay. Hey, I thought my knowledge wasn't off. So this was featured back at Sage 2016, around the time that Sonic Mania and Sonic Forces, aka Project Sonic 2017, was announced. And sadly was put on hold due for several reasons. Hopefully this time it will be finished. I have great hope that it will. But yeah. Now, the last one we're going to talk about is Monster World Legends, but he has not completely finished development on this one. So, I'm only going to ask him one question, and one question only for Monster World Legends, and then if I can't come up with anything else, we will wrap up this interview. Okay, so this seems to be the Monster Hunter World version of Sonic Generations. Only a little different. So there's going to be a powerful new threat that these characters will have to feature. Of course, amongst the official ones, Australia will be officially featured, but it seems like we'll also have original characters. So there will be some characters that aren't in the Monster World games that will be featured in this. Interesting. So let me get it up bigger here on the screen so you guys can see. Okay, so the timeline is currently in 2020. He's working on finishing up version 2 of Ashlina versus Ashlina and Shantae and Ashina Dream Phantasma. Then in 2021, he is focusing on Monster Hunter World Legends, Sonic Generations, The Last Zones, and Dream Phantasma version 3. Interesting. And then in 2021 and beyond, Monster Hunter World Maker and an original game. I wonder what he could be up to. I'm curious of what he has to. Sorry about that, guys. I had to deal with something with Emerald real quick. So for starters, I would like to say, if you are someone who has waited on a particular project for far too long, I deeply and humbly apologize. I know it isn't easy to look forward to something to only be let down time and time again. That's happened with a lot of games and fan projects alike. Can't tell you how many. While I do realize these are fan projects, I do take them very seriously. It's not easy to be in the fan and developing these. I can definitely tell that. Especially with Sonic fan games. And I'm going to say this right now, but in the modern day, very few get finished. Just what I say that. It's not to say that the developers didn't take time, but we'll say due to the sweat morale of Sonic going downhill every single time, it hasn't necessarily been a fairly positive experience. I don't want to say that Sonic's negative games have caused a negative attitude towards fans, but I also say that friendships and hardships are definitely one thing that no developer, fan or otherwise, wants to deal with. That's just coming from my standpoint, of course. If I'm morally wrong, please feel free to correct me. Honestly, I don't know how development is since I am a bystander on this, so yeah. As for how I learned these XBuster, I learned of these through my social media pals, and I also saw your fan game at Sage, which, by the way, speaking and by that I meant both Shantae and Australia. I saw a long play of it. You commented on it. I'm pretty sure you know which video I'm talking about. And Sonic Generations, the last one's actually got a good amount of coverage, just so you know, dude, from YouTubers and other people alike. So I hope you definitely finish that one up. It'd be awesome to see a tribute to Sonic's 8-bit era, since that one gets overshadowed. And I do mean overshadowed. So, yeah. Lord Jesus Christ. Me. You. Here it goes. As for shoutouts, I do have an individuals to thank, but first, thank you once again for having me, and this has been a truly wonderful experience. As for the others, I'd like to thank the following individuals. Massimo, Fredrin, Remet, Nick Maka, Eon Sun, Spinks, Jirachi Kid, Usbeard, Canon and Andrew, Hamak 7, and It's a Mate, Yoso, Swan is Online, Malik Vertix, Gene Coyle, Wolfflame, Fredris, Spruce 13A, Navlik, Polio, Mur, Besoro 10, Ninch 10, Francisco in the meter. Okay, I'm gonna probably read that one. Persona DC, Watlix 123. Rings 123, Link 2112, Orca, Graduate, Alter Ego, Doubt Halto, Olis, Katona, Lazy Blue, Gigs, and Kukushina Rodriguez. Woo! Ooh, that's a lot of people. Sheesh. Alright, guys, if you need to keep an eye on our buddy XBuster, you can follow him on Twitter at XBuster94 and on GameJolt at XBuster. I'll leave links in the description below to both his Twitter and GameJolt so you guys can keep an eye on him. Okay, let's just thank him one more time and then we'll wrap up this video. Glad I could be of service, XBuster. Anytime, dude. I'm glad you feel better after laying all this out. I can tell you definitely feel a lot better, even through the text. Until next time indeed. Alright guys, that's all for now for this new Thank you so much to XBuster once again for letting me interview him. Be sure to keep an eye on his progress on Shantae and Asha and all of his other wonderful fan game projects. And for now, this is yours truly, DJ Musicals, signing out for this edition, or this episode of Gamers Den. I will see you in the next interview, and until then, see ya!